Hey guys, what's up? Jeff here bringing you another Super Monkey Ball Deluxe custom level tutorial. Today is going to be a big one, so put on your monkey ball caps and your compression gloves for your RSI and all that stuff. Get ready. We are going to dive into some cool stuff. So a lot of people have been asking for this tutorial, and this one's going to basically cover the steps from, we already, as you see, UV mapped here. So we're going to cover the steps from UV mapping all the way to actually getting a level into the game, as it were. This will be on how to get levels into Super Monkey Ball 2. It will cover tessellation, or polygon, making the level a polygon, exporting it into a newly created config file writing program that you'll see. Excuse me, I burped. Exporting it into the config writing system where we can place our bumpers, our goal, and other things without even needing to write a config file for ourselves. And from there, also how to compress the LZ file, how to grab the TPL and GMA files, which you'll need, and how to manually rebuild an ISO. So it's going to be a big one. Sit tight, hang on, and get ready for fun. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do, the first thing you need to do to get a level into the game is once you've UV mapped it, you want to select this. And so the idea here is you start on this, and then you clip over that, and then you clip over that, and then the goal will probably be here. So what we want to do is select all and go to the vertice tool. We hit the W key to get the wireframe, and as you can see, none of these are polygons. This is going to have this won't have collision. So what you do is hit the C key, and you want to hit it again a few times just to make sure everything connects correctly. Select all of it, wireframe, and now you have, as you can see, triangles that make up all the objects. So it's it's nice and polygoned, and you can have collision. So now that we've done that, what we want to do is whenever you use a texture, that texture has to be, and I stress this, has to be in the same folder as your object file when you compile the config, the object, and then run the program that puts that into an LZ. The texture has to be in that folder. So what you want to do is export the texture. So right click texture over here and hit export, and now we're going to go to our folder labeled tut, or tutorial, because this is a tutorial. You can leave it, this is the texture name from the game because it's dumped from the game. You can leave it like that, name doesn't matter. Well, the name matters, as in it needs to be the same name that you imported into Wings, but the name itself doesn't matter anyway. So we'll save that texture, then we will go export, and you want to export it as a .obj file. So that tessellation, triangulation, and then hit OK. Go back to the folder we just used, so SM2 levels, tut, and then we're going to name this just name this edgy edgy.object for now. So we'll save that, and then that exported our obj file. Now we're going to jump over to putting our goals and other things into this level. So be right there. Hey guys, alright, so this program is the basic SMB level workshop created by CraftedCart. More detailed level editors will be coming, but this is kind of just the very basic one that he finished recently. The link will be, a link to all the resources will be in the description of this video. So you can check that link out and then download all the necessary things. You'll be able to download this program, the GX model viewer, and then the SMB1 and SMB2 converter files. So everything that you'll need will be in the description. I'll also include a link to download Wings 3D, since it's a free modeling program. You can download that as well. So here's our level. What we want to do is, let's first add our goal. So we have our goal object. To grab it, what you want to do is hit the G key, and as you see, it's mode grab, and now that's on the Z axis. So we can hold shift to do these precise, these precise movements. So if we want our goal to be over here, what you want to do to move is hold middle mouse and then use WASD to go left, right, left, back, forward, and then Q to go lower, E to go higher. So if we want to make sure that this is, nice and good to go, we'll come down here and rotate around the back, and then we'll grab that by hitting G and then hit the Y key, and now we can move it along the Y axis here. So if we want it to sit up like that, then we can do that. It's a little bit off the back, so what we'll want to do is grab it, hit the Z axis again, bring it there, and then grab it Y and put it like that. Okay, so that's our goal. As you can see, the goal, that's going to be the front of it and then the back of it. So the front of it, like that, you'll want to face wherever. You can also, if you click it and you want to rotate it, you can hit R to rotate it, and then you hit Y, X, or Z to pick the axis. So Y axis spins it, and then if you want to cancel it, you just right click to cancel that. To rotate it, if we want to do rotation Z, for instance, we go woo, so we can make a goal like at literally any angle that we want, which is cool. And then obviously R and then X will just like flip it that way. So if we want to make like a goal like that or like that. In fact, just for testing purposes, let's make a goal like just at that shitty angle. Let's do that. So now, since this will be a Monkey Ball 2, the jam bar feature right here, this will not work. Jam bars were not a Monkey Ball 2. They don't import. They won't screw up your config file. So if you put one in a level config and then you end up accidentally having it in Monkey Ball 2, the jam bar won't show up, but it will not crash your config either. So that's nice. So let's put some bumpers in. So we're gonna probably need to move on back here because the bumper will spawn at that. So we have bumper, we're gonna grab that, and then we're gonna hit Z so that we can, okay, we're gonna undo that. And then we'll place it, just like place it right here for now. And then make sure that it's, not clipping into the ground, because that would be kind of mean. Now, let's place another bumper, and I want to see if we can place a bumper that just, I want to try something just for just for my own sake. But I want to take a bumper and I want to put it like, let's put it like right here, and then move it so that just the top of it is sticking through the floor. Actually, can I do that? Yeah, let's see, like that. So that just the top of it sticking through the floor. And I want to see if when we import this and play test this level, if we bounce off that, because that actually could be really cool. And then if we want some bananas, we can add a banana. I don't know if we could do banana bunches. I don't think so yet, but so let's bring that banana up, grab, and then bring it like over the gap here, and then add another one, and then can bring that up there, and we'll place this one over that gap. Like that. Okay, so now we have all these objects placed. What we want to do is hit export, and then as you see, it opens up a folder here, or like an explorer. We'll go into, we want it to be under this main folder here. So config.txt, and then we'll save our config file. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take our config file and our object file, and we're going to compile it into what will eventually be our LZ file. So I will see you as soon as I get everything open for that. Okay, so we're back. What we're going to need to do first is you would need to have downloaded SMB2 CNV Master. Again, that link will be in the description. When you download that, you open it up. As you can see, use a RAR extraction program or 7-zip, WinRAR, etc. Then extract it, open it up, and you'll see these files here. You'll see like main.exe. You're like, okay, so we need to copy main.exe, put it in here, just Control C, Control V, go back and go to, I believe it's under Win. Yeah, so it's under, I think it's under Win. I want to say it's either under Win or, yeah, Win, LZ. Okay, so go Win, LZDEC, and you'll want to grab LZFix and LZSCD or LZSCDEC. DEC. You want to grab these two files, Control C, go back. Now you need to make the temporary folder for right now. So make a folder called temp, and then in the temp folder you'll put those there. So what's going to happen is we're going to run main.exe with our obj and our config, and it's going to put some files in the temp folder here. So what we're going to do is hold shift and right click, go to open command window here. Now you have command window. Let's make that full screen just so it's easy to see. So what we'll want to do is we'll want to type in main.exe, then a space, and then edgy.obj or your object file that you saved there, and then config.txt, and then you'll hit enter. You'll see that there's some syntax errors right here. That's not really a big deal. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I've had files with completed levels, like big completed levels, that had something like 78 syntax errors, and they were fine. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. All right, so now that that's done, we'll get rid of our command line there. Whoa. All right, so get rid of command line, and now you'll see that you have folders in here. So open up LZS decoder or whatever, the LZS program. You'll see here it says source, destination. What you do is hit source, hit output. Okay, we need to be in the right folder. Sometimes a bit finicky with which folder it goes into. So go there and then hit temp and then output lz.raw, that file right there. You'll click open, and then its destination will be in the same folder. Hit compress, and it compressed, and as you see, there's some new files here. Now, this is the file that's like what you're looking at, the LZS file right there. Now what we do is hit lzfix, we run that, and it just runs, and it gives you output.lz. So now what we need to do is Control X out of there, and then I just usually make a folder like this, like a final folder that I keep my LZ, my TPL, and my GMA in. So what we'll want to do is go into that folder, Control V, and we'll need to rename this the stage that we will be replacing with, or in the game, so to speak. So what we're going to do is go right click, rename, and then it has to be, so to manually rebuild an ISO, and this is the easiest way to replace levels, by the way, just so you know. I won't be going over the other way to replace levels because the other way requires the level it has to be either exactly the same file size or under. It can't be over the same file size, otherwise it crashes the game. And LZ, TPL, and GMA files are kind of temperamental when it comes to file sizes. So it's much easier to just rebuild the ISO manually, and we'll be going over that in this tutorial as well. So we're going to replace stage 1. So the LZs usually follow convention, at least on Monkey Ball 2, of STAGE001. So it's capital stage and then the level number .lz. So now that we have stage 01, we're going to go back here and go to GX Model Viewer No GUI. That download link will be in the description as well for this program. And what you're going to want to do is click that and then click Run GX Model Viewer, and then we're going to bring this over here. We're going to go back here. You click your object that you want. You hit open. You select a destination folder. Actually, I think I selected the wrong one. Let's try that again. Yeah, I did select the wrong one. So go to that, click the object we want, and then we're gonna go to level files, and then you can just say save that. Little pop-up over on the other screen says done, which is cool. Now go back to tut, level files, see how you have this, so rename. Now the convention for TPL and GMA files is usually lowercase st, and then the stage number, so for this 001, and we'll just like copy, and then it switch places because everything is bad, and then paste that. So now you have stage 001 LZ, stage 001.tpl, or st001 and st001 GMA TPL LZ. So these are the 3 files that you need. Now we are going to copy these. Actually, before we do that, let's go over how to manually rebuild the ISO, because we'll need to do that. You'll need to know how to do that before you can put these in the game. So we're going to go to our handy dandy program here, GC Rebuilder. Again, this will also be in the downloads below. So what you want to do is hold on. Okay, so let's close that. So to manually rebuild the ISO, what you'll need to do is download a Super Monkey Ball 2 or Super Monkey Ball 1 ISO. I don't know if I can link that, but I'm sure you can find one. It wouldn't be too hard. A quick Google search will probably do you good. Literally, Super Monkey Ball 2 ISO. Yeah. So go to, once you get that, what you'll do is go to image and open, find an image, Super Monkey Ball 2 USA ISO. Or you can rip your own ISO, which I, couldn't tell you how to do either, but that's a thing. So you have these files over here. What you'll want to do is right-click root. And I'm not going to do this because I already have a root folder and I don't want to overwrite some of the stuff I've done. But if you want if you're doing this for the first time, you'll need to do this. So you hit export, and then you select a file location, like if you do this. So export, and then the browse for folder will come up right here. I have mine on my desktop, but you can make a new folder, save it wherever. So do that, and once it exports, let's close that. So once it exports, you'll have a root folder somewhere. So we're gonna do. Then you'll come back here. You're gonna want to do this. You go copy these, and then we'll go and open our root folder. So we'll go desktop, and then root, and then stage. So here we are in the root folder. Anyway, so what you'll want to do is then you go to stage, and this has all the stage files. As you can see, like there's actually like 420. There's literally 420 stages in debug mode, or in the game total. Some of them are debug levels and stuff like that. But once you are here under stage, Control V, it says this destination has 3 files with the same names. And since you name them the same, you just hit replace, right? So now they're replaced. They're in that root folder. So a lot of people, whenever I tell them how to manually rebuild ISOs, that's the confusing part, is how to extract the root folder and stuff. But the next part's pretty easy. So we go back to GC Rebuilder, we go to root up here, we go to open. Now we're gonna open that root folder that we just edited, hit OK, and then save. So this saves this saves it as an ISO. So if you want to save it over what you just, like the ISO that you already have, just find the location of the ISO, click the name, and then save it. You can also save it as a different name. I haven't really tried working with saving it as a different name yet, but I typically just save it as the same name. So file, and you save that, and it's like, it already exists. And you're like, yeah, I want to rebuild it, or I want to save over it. Then you go root, and then you click rebuild, and then it goes wee and chugs along a little bit because it's slow. Do 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 do. I figured Harry Potter would be a good thing to hum because all this is witchcraft. So that's done. So the ISO is rebuilt with your stage in it. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Now we go to Dolphin, which I guess I can include a link in the description as well. I have a bunch of stuff here, but I believe the one I want is that one. Yeah, it's the top one. Okay, so you're going to notice when I play this, there's going to be some different music. I'm going to be going over how to add custom music to your ISO a little bit later, not in this tutorial. So, because this tutorial is already going to be like 30 minutes almost, probably a little less than 30 minutes once it's edited. So we're going to open that by double clicking, and then we have this. As you can hear, like it has, you know, I added Red Flag by Billy Talent as that. We're gonna try to get this as its own window here. Let's take that. There we go. And then position, fit to screen. All right, there you go. So that is nice and done. And I just hit my mic with my headset. Ow. All right. So I have the debug. Hold on. Okay. So I have the. We're gonna pause that. As you can see, I added 420 by Mac Plus to the title screen. It actually kind of fits. I have debug mode enabled, so I can just hit R on my controller, and then or Z. No, it is R. I hit R and then I go to stage select. Debug can be accessed by using AR codes or action replay codes in Dolphin. It's pretty straightforward, honestly. But as you can see, here's our stage. Our stage is there, our bananas are there, our bumpers are there. If we hit start, there we go. We also do have ways to edit the name. See, oh no, I fell! Whee! We have ways to edit the name of the stage. Dude, that doesn't actually affect you if it's like in the ground like that. Look at that. That's weird. You could probably add stuff like that for aesthetics. I don't know. That'd be neat. But yeah, I mean those bumpers have like, I guess are active, but the other one isn't. We grab those and then go in our goal like that. So that shows you that you can put a custom stage in the game. Then I hit start because, you know, debug mode. So that is how you can get custom levels into your Super Monkey Ball 2 game. That takes you all the way from finishing your UV texturing, exporting, rebuilding the ISO, adding objects, or adding a config and messing with the config using the new config creator thing that was done by Crafted Cart. The GX model viewer, no GUI, was done by Bob Senior Jr. And a lot of the stuff I learned was from people like Momentum SMB, who taught me how to manually rebuild ISOs. John Sheffrey, who taught me stuff with Wings and how to use it. And shout outs to the community for being super helpful. If you need any other tutorials, let us know. I will be recording tutorials on some of the new stuff that we're working on. But I just want to say, thank you to everyone who's taught me what I know, and hopefully I can pass on that knowledge to you guys. Again, download links will be in the description. I hope that it helped, and I look forward to seeing your levels. Feel free to send them to me. I'll need your GMA, TPL, and LZ files. But if you want me to play your levels, send me your files, whether it's through a Dropbox link on Twitter or a DM on Discord, stuff like that. I look forward to playing them, and I look forward to seeing what you guys create. I hope it helped, and I will see you guys next time.